everyone! So today I wanted to talk a bit about my hair. Now before you get all bored and like, who cares, I have a point to this. So you may have seen on Twitter or on Tumblr or not that I intend to cut a big chunk of my hair off for charity and donate it to make a wig out of it for a kid. Basically, if you've seen other videos of mine, you might know that my hair is absolutely freaking crazy long and I just don't want to have it that long anymore, and so I thought if I am gonna cut it off, I might as well do it so that someone else can get something out of it. So basically, Austria has this association called Verein Haarvieh. They take hair donations from 25 centimeters, that is roughly 10 inches, and anything above that too, and they make wigs for children out of them. Now the thing is that they take the hair donations and they give out those wigs. The problem is that they don't make the wigs, and making a wig for a child is very cost intensive because of the fact that they have to mold it perfectly to the child's head. And basically, if they want to make a wig, they need the hair donations from 4 to 5 people, and they need 500 euros to pay for manufacturing. Now those costs is why I'm making this video, as well as making the decision of cutting off my hair and donating it to them. I thought if I'm gonna donate the hair, I might as well help them to actually give the wig to someone or make the wig in the first place. So I set up a GoFundMe page where you can donate however much you like. The goal is 500 euros for one wig, and there's a link to the GoFundMe page in the description. I have talked to them because their website says that they take hair donations until the end of April this year, and I have asked them why that is, and they have replied that that is just the limited time they take the short hair donations, the 10-inch ones. But with my hair length being 80 centimeters, which is a lot more than 10 inches, that's very close to 1 foot of hair, they said they would take a hair donation that length any time of the year because they barely ever get hair that long. The other question I asked was, is it a problem that my tips are dyed red? Because if you follow me on social media, you might know that sometime close to Christmas I dyed the tips of my hair red. Well, my sister dyed them, and that portion at the nape of my neck that would be shaved off if I had an undercut is also completely dyed red. Now the thing is that they say the donated hair shouldn't be chemically altered in any way, as in it shouldn't have an unnatural color. So I asked them about that, and they asked if there was any way I could get the color out, but they also said that if I couldn't, they would try and make it work, which I think is great because it is quite a big chunk that is completely red. It's like here-ish. That's a lot of hair that's getting lost if they have to cut off all the colored bits. So I'm thinking they are gonna try and make it work.
Maybe some kid wants to have red hair.
Absolutely, they would be the coolest kid. Now the thing is that since they get so many hair donations of 10 inches and they need roughly 10 to 15 centimeters, which is 5 to 6 inches out of that length to actually knot the hair into the net, a lot of the length gets lost, which means that the kids end up with hair about this long in the wig, because most donations are about that long. Now you can imagine that mostly, I'm not trying to stereotype here, but mostly the little girls, they just really want to have long-haired wigs. So I'm hoping that I could make a little girl very happy with my hair, because I'm not happy with it anymore. I used to be really proud of my long hair and like really even a little bit vain about it. I mean, I still get people like looking at it and being like astonished and complimenting me on it, but most people just look at me and go like, wow, that's long hair. And that's basically what I feel like by now. Also, I can't wear it open, because if I wear it open like outside for about 10 minutes, I will have all the knots and nests that you can imagine. So basically I'm left with wearing a bun most of the time. I have thought about cutting my hair short for a very long time now. I say very long time, it's about like 3 or 4 months maybe. I talked about it with my parents. They weren't so happy about it. Like, my dad is still, let's not talk about it. My mom, actually, I managed to warm her up to the idea with telling her that I would feel better with short hair and that it would make me feel more comfortable and that I was doing something good for someone else. And at some point she did see that, well, yeah, I mean, the point isn't my daughter having crazy long hair, the point is my daughter feeling good and happy about herself. I talked to my best friend, who is also a hairstylist. He is gonna do the cutting and everything, but I definitely want to do it as soon as I can because my hair is making me crazy, actually. The reason why I've chosen the Verein Hafi is because they actually take hair donations via mail, which I've looked it up in Germany that they don't really do that. In Germany you have to go into a hair salon that participates in some sort of charity action. They will have a poster in the window that says donate your hair, and most of them will actually give you your haircut for free if you donate your hair. The thing is that I don't want to go into a hair salon. I really want my best friend to do the haircut because I trust him, and also the closest hair salon that participates in this thing is like so far away. So for me it's much easier to just send in the hair to Austria in the mail. Now I thought that I could maybe show you 1 or 2 hairstyles I still can do with my hair, because obviously I can do braids, but I don't think it looks that great. But what I do most of the time is just that one bun, which I can do without any kind of hair ties or pins or anything. Or sometimes I do 2 buns, so I'm gonna try and show you how I do that.
I'm so
Bless
sorry.
you.
I was trying to wait until you were done.
I'm gonna turn around and try and show you how I do my bun. My hair is slightly greasy. That is because I'm trying not to wash it too often, generally, but now as well since I want to donate it. But also it's not reacting too well to the dandruff shampoo I'm using to try and strip out some of the color. So they're a little bit greasy, but that's okay, that's healthy. Okay, so normally what I do is I brush through my hair, which I'm not gonna do right now because ain't nobody got time for that. But basically I just pull it up like I would for a ponytail, and I just twist it like you normally would for a bun. I don't twist it all the way because there's no use. And then I go in, I'm gonna try to make that visible. I go in with my wrist underneath, and I wrap it around like this, and then I twist my wrist counterclockwise, and then I twist the remaining hair around the root clockwise. Then all I have to do is get out of that loop, and the bit that's on top of my hand, I just have to slide it over down here. So I'm going to show you the double buns as well. Basically, I just go for a center part and brush through that hair. So then I just brush it up until I have it in the desired position. I try and like keep it to the front a little bit so that both buns are visible from the front. And then I basically do the same as for the single bun. I twist it for a couple inches. I don't know how many. And what I do then is, instead of wrapping it around my wrist, because then the loop is too big, I only wrap it around my longer fingers, like not my thumb. And then I twist it around. There we go, that's one, and I would just do the same thing to the other side. Making sure that they're sort of symmetrical, I guess. They will not look exactly the same because since they're both twisted in the same direction, because for some reason I can't do the bun wrapping it around my left wrist, it just doesn't work. So they're gonna be the same stuck to the other side instead of being symmetrical, so they are gonna look a bit uneven. The other thing I can still do with my hair is pigtails. Now sometimes I will do normal pigtails, however they tend to hurt my head after a little while, so I don't really do them that often. What I will do more often is shorten pigtails. To do that, I basically comb down the hair and then I twist it at the nape of my neck back there. I twist it away from my face. And then I basically go up here and I take one of these hair clips that is like a bow like that, and I put that in there and secure the whole thing. And firstly, that makes for a very nice shape at the top because you don't have that elastic sticking out, and the hair is much shorter, and I don't need a mirror to do these, whereas if I do normal pigtails I need a mirror to make them even. So this is a very symmetrical look I'm sporting right now. So yeah, basically, apart from these three things, all I can do is braids, and I don't really do them anymore because the waves that I get out of the braids are annoying me because I can't really do anything about it. Everything up here will look messy, so I would have to brush them through, but if I brush them through, the waves don't look nice anymore. So I just end up not doing braids that often anymore. So I do these. Mostly these and the single bun because they're the quickest and easiest and they hold very well. Like with this, I can go into a trampoline park with absolutely no problem. This, I can't. So I really hope that you will consider donating to my GoFundMe page. If you can't donate, that's okay, but it would be really great if you could at least share it. Thank you for watching. Bye!